This is Painting on Glass, the Markus podcast in English language. Listen to the stories and reflections of a singer-songwriter and author. Hold on, take me back. Hold on and take me back. It's like painting on glass. Leave a note on your door. Tell me what you're looking for. It's like painting on glass. Yes, and this is episode 112 of Painting on Glass. Keep still before you go on. And just write a pause for a little while. And I'm your host. This is Markus. Leave another sign for me to find behind, so I might be able to find you. Show it with a trace of a smile and a love. This might be something to show me. Well, one of the most interesting aspects in writing music or writing stories is the ability to take a rest and wait for the right moment before you start a new project. Today, we try to look at this phenomenon and maybe you'll get something out of it, something you may use for yourself after we did so. Who knows? Now let's get started. And by the way, I'm thrilled by the number of listeners that seem to increase with every month. Wow. Thank you so much for listening. And God bless all of you. All my friends, they tell me to let you in my heart. They've told me from the start. Yes, you're looking beautiful, but still deep inside, I'm afraid you'll break my heart. You have to be enthusiastic in one or the other way if you want to create. Well, that's a simple fact. And we have already spoken about the need to let it happen and not to try to analyze before you put something on paper you may need for musical or your literary work. But it seems a bit contradictory when I'm telling you now that it needs a little reflection too before you start a new project after you finish the old one. Why? Well, we gotta cling to this one right on. It's been bright over here. Right over here. I'll tell you just in case you'd like to know. It's been bright over here, so bright over here. But there are things from you I'd like to know. Thank God we all are human. And I, personally, want art to come from a human heart, not from AI. That's my deepest understanding of art. And that's why we need to get a little distance, not to slip back in the style of the old album or the old novel. You want something fresh, a brand new topic you might deal with. That may be the first reason for waiting a bit. Call me a loner, a sympathetic fool who doesn't like to play the world by rules. You might call me a wanderer who always needs to move, no matter what to gain or what to lose. But it's been bright over here, bright over here. I tell you just in case you'd like to know. It's been bright over here, bright over here.
things from you I'd like to know.
And right in there lies a promise for you, because the new stuff might have the capacity to surprise you. Yes, it does. One of the greatest abilities of creating is always having the possibility to be surprised by the things you do. It does not matter if it's writing music, if it's writing books. No. For so many times, I found myself in situations where I was stunned by the way the material worked out itself in its very own way. Holy moly. Surprisingly, it did much better than I had planned it. And what a moment of joy, and one of the main reasons of enjoying writing as far as I am concerned. Another key factor we may introduce is the term contrast. What I mean by that is the following, and I'm trying to show you with a personal example. I just finished and published a novel about home. It just had 2 settings where all the plot took place. For the following book, I'm surely looking for a plot that'll take me far more out, more locations in different countries, tension in many different ways. All that because the row of the works you create need a little contrast. Same with music. You can't do an album with only slow or fast tunes. You need to mix them in a style and tempo in an entertaining way for the listener. And if you want people to listen to your songs or to read your books, then you do good when remembering the simple rule of contrast in your work.
It's been bright over here, bright over here. I tell you just in case you'd like to know. It's been bright over here, so bright over here. But there are things from you I'd like to know.
We have been mentioning AI just a minute before, and I'm not as ignorant as to say we should not use it at all, of course. The times are changing, and we will always get new tools at hand to do the things we do, of course, and believe me, I'm very sure about that. But when it comes to writing, it must be yourself who puts the letters in line, or who puts the right harmonies in line for the song you're just working on. You might ask for ideas. That might be a fair area for working with AI. But to let it write your book should be a no-go for any author or musician, no matter where she or he comes from. You might look different at this aspect, but this is what I believe in. I want it to be true and right from the heart, not to be created by a machine.
Friends, they tell me to let you in my heart. They've told me from the start. Yes, you're looking beautiful, but still deep inside, I'm afraid you break my heart. But it's bright over here, it's been bright over here. I tell you just in case you'd like to know. It's been bright over here, so bright over here. There are things from you I'd like to know.
And now it's up to you to decide on keeping still, on using the contrast in your work, or the way you might use artificial intelligence when creating your own personal work. As I said, it's up to you, and you got to decide for yourself. Nobody can take that away from you. But let me wish you all the joy in writing, no matter where it may take you. It's all worth the effort in the end. And, as I said, it may be surprising for you in the end.
It's been bright over here, bright over here. I tell you just in case you'd like to know. It's been bright over here, so bright over here. There are things from from you I'd like to know.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode today. And if you did, just spread a word about this podcast and please leave a rating or review because it'll help others to find this show. And I would appreciate that a lot, believe me. I dearly thank you from all of my heart.
Let the sun shine on through. It's all you need to do when painting on love. Lay down what you hope to find, all the things you left behind. That's painting on love.
We'll meet here in a few episodes to come, if you want to.
Painting on love. Painting on love.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful.